Viewer, has this ever happened to you? You say yes to being in too many shows, or a band that you're in um, wants you to learn a bunch of songs all of a sudden in a week, or that happens for a bunch of different bands. Um, I know you. You're a yes guy. You like to say yes, and you just want to go around, play good shows, and be well memorized on your tunes. Funky saxophonist Bob Reynolds describes this, a solution for this, in a blog post back in 2015. This is a issue as old as time, or at least as old as 2015. How I memorized 20 plus Snarky Puppy songs in 1 week. And he describes in this post using a Kanban board. This technique, it's common in software development for organizing and tracking progress of a to-do list. So in Bob's case, he made sticky notes for all of his songs. He put them in this, triple question mark, I don't know it yet, column. And throughout the week, as he practiced the songs and learned them better and better, he moved them throughout, first in the one column, then the two, then the three, and then, the boss column, where he is very familiar with all of the songs. So, great. There are a bunch of web apps that support this, but what they don't support is automatically uploading a Spotify playlist and being able to track different songs across different bands and organize them by different playlists. So, for my show and tell today, the project that I've been working on is Kanband, the app that lets you do exactly this. So let's say, you drunkenly say yes to doing a open mic night with Xander Broggs. Okay, and Xander's a good guy. He sends you this playlist. So you wake up the next morning and he sent you a playlist, and you want a way to track your progress on memorizing the playlist that he sends you. So luckily, this is just an open mic night. It's no big deal. You open up your Kanband practice board and you import the playlist that Xander has sent you. You hit submit, the app loads, and boom, you've got, on January 15th, a gig with Xander Broggs. Right? So he sends you 4 songs. You don't know any of them. And, throughout the week leading up to the 15th, you can use this app to sort of track how well you've memorized the songs. You listen to Valerie a couple of times, and then, you can put it from the never heard into the kind of uncomfortable with it column, right? You sit down at your instrument, you learn the chords, you learn the bop, bop, ba, da, bop, the riff, and, all that. You could fake it. And then with Valerie, the big thing is knowing that there is the second verse is a double verse. I've messed up that before. I know you have too. So once you realize that, you're pretty good with it. And then finally, after running it for a few times, you've practiced it a bunch. It goes in the well-rehearsed category, right? So all this time, you're moving these other tunes throughout here towards the end. Eventually, on the 15th, they are well rehearsed. So you've used the Kanban board to practice your songs. Anybody can do that, though. The Kanban app will track the songs that you from different playlists and put them all in the same comfort column, right? So let's say, for example, Xander, after the open mic night, says, listen, that was killer. You were well memorized. You were awesome. You're getting the call back. I've got a slightly longer set next week. and he texts you the Spotify playlist for it. You put the playlist in your Kanband app, and boom, January 22nd, you've got another gig with Xander. Load that up, and you have already rehearsed all these 4 songs. So this isolates the new one. So no more overwhelming playlists of 30 songs that you don't know and 5 really hard ones, new ones that you have to learn yet. This lets you organize it in a tangible way, and lets you know exactly where you are progress-wise for learning these songs. So, the 22nd, that week sort of comes up, and you put all these in well rehearsed. You apply the changes, and then Xander Broggs is talking to his buddy Joe Schmo at a party, and he gets your number, and Joe Schmo says, "Hey, listen, I want you to play, my gig in a couple of weeks. Let me send you the playlist." You see this playlist with Joe Schmo. It's already got all the songs that you do know. It's got a bunch of songs that you don't know yet. So as you're learning that, word is getting around of how freaking tight and well memorized and awesome of a player you are. And eventually, you get the call that you've actually been waiting for. Derek Bucks sends you his playlist for his set. And it, the point is, as you're incorporating more playlists, it tracks and saves your progress for you, so that you can be organized, so that you don't have to make a bunch of individual Kanban boards, and so that you don't get overwhelmed by all the different playlists and by all the gigs that are coming your way, because they're so freaking awesome. So this is what I've been doing during my unemployment.